Alright guys, it is Saturday and I sprayed this with Z-Chrome a couple days back. Just this main area right here. I actually had a low spot that was like the shape of a half circle right here. And then I had another little bitty ripple right in here somewhere. And after the car was buffed, you could see it. So I went back and I kept trying to color sand it a little bit more to kind of level out the clear, and it was actually making it worse. So since I had the solvent pop issue and I had to go back and 2K prime it, I just kind of made the decision to go ahead and fix those areas. So I ended up going in here and sanding. You can probably barely see. Z-Chrome is very transparent. So anyway, this area right in here, I sanded all the way down to the primer, and I ended up loading it all up pretty heavy. There's actually 3 coats here, and so it will level it back out, and then I'm going to go back and do back a little further with some more black 2K primer the whole area again. Now one thing, the reason I think that happened is, and 99.9% sure, when I blocked the car originally, the Z-Chrome, I 180 dry blocked the whole car. It's hard to block when you have an open hole like that, especially with the quarter panel. It actually, curves back that way. It crowns back at an angle. So if you get up here, you can see this is lower than this. So when you try sanding the X pattern, the block was hitting here and it kept kinking the paper, and I'd have to change the paper out. So what I should have done was bolted the gas door on and then blocked it all together. So the issue I have is I got rid of the triangle indent here that you put your finger in to open the gas door, and I welded a flange on in here, and I have a magnetic clicker to open and close the gas door now. So my issue is going to be, because I don't have rubber bumpers here anymore. Originally they had 2 rubber bumpers, so that's why I never did put the gas door on, because there would have been no way to really do it. But it kind of needs to be done now to get this to block out right. After the car was painted and buffed, this was the 2 ripples in the car that just bugged the crap out of me. The other side was perfect. So I did have a few friends and family come over, and I pointed out and had them look at it, and the majority of them couldn't see it. So it just, I think, in the garage it's a little harder to see stuff in the dark in here. So when you get it outside in the sun, say at a show, it'd have been a reflection break there. So I just wanted to make sure it was good, and might as well go ahead and do it now since I got to repaint anyway. So anyway, what I done this time, I took the gas door and I put on a couple of coats on the gas door as well, and I'm going to go ahead and mount the gas door and get it aligned, and I'm going to build a little fixture that screws on here to where it stays exactly where it needs to be, so when I'm blocking it, it doesn't move in and out. But anyway, these are aftermarket quarters. These are Golden Star, and my original gas door did not fit. The angles were not right. So I spent a lot of time before, and I went through and used a roll-lock disc and went around and made the corners match exactly, and I gapped the gas door. It was a lot of work. I actually had to, when you grind into something folded like that, it usually goes through, so I had to go back and weld. And now I've put that flange there on for my magnetic clicker there. So anyway, so the gas door has the exact shape all the way around. The gap is exact same. So I'm glad I did that, but not having the finger notch is going to be something that's, nobody's really going to notice. But anyway, I'm going to mount the gas door and block this all together, because I did put a couple of coats of Z-Chrome on the gas door as well. So I'm going to make a run to the paint store Monday, and there's a couple more things I want to get, but I do plan on possibly Monday, because I'm letting this cure out quite a bit. I like to let my primers cure out in between, instead of treating it like a collision and just, kind of loading all that fresh stuff up on top of each other and then it's shrinking later. So anyway, so Monday I plan on going to the paint store and then coming back. I'm going to mount this and then dry block this whole quarter area here. Then I'm going to go back and mask it off again and 2K it. So what I did to mask it off, which most people don't really care, but I do have a couple of subscribers that would be curious. So I've got my plastic here, and I had it over the car, and it's all stuck together, and I can't do it with one hand, but anyway, I basically just cut this area out of the plastic after I layered the plastic all over the car, and then I back taped it. And back taping is where you lay your masking tape down, and then you roll up one whole side of it and fold it over. That way it's rolled in, and when you're concentrating on one area, your overspray doesn't make a hard edge. Like this is not a hard edge around here, which it just makes it a little easier to sand. And anyway, so that's what's referred to as back taping. But like I said, a lot of people already know that, but I do have a few subscribers that may not. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put the 2K on probably Monday, and I'm going to bring it out a little bit further, and then go back and block it again. But it should be good after that. This was the only 2 spots in the whole car that really bugged me. Everywhere else turned out fantastic. And after I'd got it color sanded and buffed the last time, and I couldn't get those sanded flat, I just had decided to live with it. And then the solvent pop, made it to where I couldn't live with it. So instead of just respraying over it and still having the 2 little ripples, I decided to fix them. So anyway, 1 step forward, 3 steps back, I guess. But anyway, it should be good after this go around, I hope, and won't have any more issues. Let's hope. Anyway, it has pretty much rained all week, so I did have one day where the rain kind of broke for half a day, and that's when I put the Z-Chrome on. And what else? I guess that's it. Yep, that's it.